Alright guys, let's get into this review of the Albus Hotel
Amsterdam.
So the Albus Hotel is located very much central in the city of Amsterdam. It is literally right in front of the tram number 24 stop, which takes you directly all the way to Central Station if you wanted to. So the location alone cannot be beat.
No. And it's convenient to get around. There's restaurants right in front of the hotel. There's a little grocery store on the side. There's the fast food places at night. You can get fries, you can get McDonald's or whatever you want after a night of debauchery.
Yeah, so if you're stumbling back to your hotel at 3 o'clock in the morning, McDonald's is right, like he said, right next door. There's a place called Gypsy King, which is right next door to it, which does, you know, the famous Dutch fries. Yeah, it's a really good spot.
Yes, so from the start, when we walked in for check-in, we did have our camera in our hand, and the gentleman addressed us by our last name. And since then, the service has been awesome. Yeah. They've been really nice. Every time we've come in, they've made sure that we have everything we need, or if we need anything, or directions, you know, from the start.
Yeah.
He actually mapped out.
That's what I was gonna say. He actually gave us a map and like highlighted a lot of different things, where to go get souvenirs, you know, where the red light district was, where like the bar row was, all this different kind of things. Super helpful. And actually the next morning, I think we got up and we asked him, where can we go get a good coffee? And he wrote down some directions for us for a place that he likes to go. So it was
by
very
the Rokin station, and that was the day we went to see the tulips. Mm-hmm. On the map, he drew a circle, and he's like, you know, you're here for a week, so you want to venture out of this bubble, but everything is in this bubble right here in the main circle corridor.
Yeah.
But that was really good, and it was really nice of him to do that. And we had champagne on check-in, and there was another family checking in at the same time, which we've seen at breakfast and coming and going at the same time. They're really nice, and they were just watching the check-in, and I was trying to observe them checking in, and they got the same level of customer service from the start as well. So it seems to be the norm, not just special treatment. Yeah, so because we're vlogging, they're actually really attentive, and I give them 2 thumbs up on their service.
Yeah, it was really good. Specifically, Martin was amazing. He's the one who checked us in. He's the one who kind of mapped out everything. And of course, Patty, who is the director of sales here at the Albus Hotel, she's the one who helped facilitate this booking. We have yet to meet her because our paths never cross. However, tomorrow morning, I'm hoping she will be here so we can at least meet face to face and say thank you. And if I don't get to, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Patty. When you guys, if you book at Albus, make sure you tell them that the World Unlocked, you saw this review, and just mention our name, and that way Patty, you know, will hear about it.
And also, if you want to book at this hotel, I actually recommend booking on their actual website. Don't book through like hotels.com, because I did find this hotel when I was looking at both hotels.com and Orbitz. I did find this hotel, but it's actually cheaper if you book it directly through their website. So just putting that out there.
Yeah.
So moving on, breakfast. Our room did include breakfast, and you have the option to or not to include breakfast into your stay. The restaurant was really nice. It's the Senses restaurant down on the first floor, and they had a very nice buffet breakfast set up. It was definitely above and beyond what a normal continental breakfast would be. There were hot items. Yeah. They were constantly rotating food down there.
You had your eggs, you had your sausage, you had bacon, you had pancakes, you know, in Amsterdam. They had the croissants, they had juice, fresh juice, they had coffee machines. Yeah. So it was really nice touch, and definitely held us over for a couple of hours.
Oh, for sure.
And once we had breakfast, we lasted until late afternoon. So yeah, and I think a good start of the day.
And I believe breakfast runs until about 10 o'clock in the morning. So if you want to grab breakfast, don't sleep in too late.
Yeah. So, and they're really nice down there, and it's good food. So I recommend, if you have the option, go ahead and book it, because it is good. If you're going to be going out and about, if you're going to be sleeping in, then skip.
Yeah, skip doing that. So we were in room number 605, which is on the By European standards, 6th floor. By United States standards, it is the 7th floor. Here in Europe, obviously floor 0 is ground floor. Floor 1 is what we would assume is the 2nd floor. So keep that in mind. We had a balcony room with a great view of just some traditional Dutch homes and a garden. Not every room does have a balcony, so please keep that in mind if that's something that you are interested in. They have taken very much attention to detail as far as the modern aesthetic of the room, the wallpaper down to the flooring, the design of the bathroom, even the lobby, which was absolutely stunning. It's really nice. It's really nice. However, you do know that this is an older building, and that's fine. That is to be expected here in Amsterdam.
The toilet's nice.
The toilet is nice.
The shower is nice. I'm sure you saw in the video that we had a squeegee because you can squeegee the floor down. That way you're not walking in a puddle of water. Yeah. But yeah, the water pressure was nice. I mean,
the temperature was spot on.
Oh yeah.
We never had a problem with cold water here, or the hot water being cold. Now the air conditioner, when we first checked in, we turned the AC on, and normally in a hotel room you hear the AC start blowing. Well, we didn't hear that, so our first thought was, ooh, I hope this AC works. But there was never a problem with the AC. Our room got nice and chilly if we wanted it to.
And we warmed it up too.
And we also had to warm it up a couple times because, especially in this
cold.
Springtime, it gets beautiful during the day and quite chilly at night. So we were kind of altering between AC and heat.
And both worked awesomely.
Yeah.
There's enough room on the counter for your cosmetics if that's what you have, or if you have your hair stuff and shaving and all of that stuff. So there's ample room in there for that. There's also a little desk, so you could sit at that as well. And there's a lamp there that if you wanted to get ready, you could. They have a full-length mirror behind us. There is TV. There's only, I think, 3 news channels that are in English. The rest are in Dutch or German. I think French is what was on the TV.
But we brought our laptop, so we just popped Netflix on and binged that at night.
And you do get free internet, so, and it is good speed.
We've never had a problem.
No, we were watching Netflix. We've been able to post on social media and all that stuff, so it's not been an issue. Even like with hearing people, so we have a stairwell right behind us, and
every now and then we hear people walking up and down it, but
other than that, like, it's not. And then in the morning, like, I haven't heard anybody in the hallway. I didn't even know, but there was a housekeeper that was in our hallway right in front of our room this morning when I opened up the door, and I was like, oh, hi, and couldn't hear him. So
while I'm thinking about it, another thing is in this room specifically, again, I don't know if this is the same across every room, we actually had 2 closets in this room. So we had a physical built-in closet, and across from that there was like an actual like wardrobe, a wardrobe with a built-in light into it. So there was plenty of room for suitcases. There was 2 racks to hang up clothes. They included hangers as well. So plenty of storage.
yes, definitely.
So when you initially start looking at hotels in Amsterdam, if you start with this hotel here, you may have a small amount of sticker shock on the price because there are other cities, even other cities in Europe, that don't have hotels at the $200, $300 per night price point. However, please do your research because in Amsterdam it is fairly expensive as far as hotels go for American standards. So do your research. If you find something that is cheaper, do your research and see what level of amenity you are getting, because I feel like this property was worth every penny that we did pay for it, because even on all of my searches, there was only a handful that I found that were cheaper, but it was, one of them I think was the Albus Hotel, which is at Central Station, and all of the reviews said I could hear the trains every single night as they drove underneath the building. So do your research. If you find something cheaper, just make sure that you're okay with whatever amenity it is lacking or whatever. So for Amsterdam standards, I think this hotel is very well on point with their price.
Yeah.
So normally whenever we do these hotel or resort reviews, we always run down our list of positives and then our list of negatives, but I don't really have anything negative to say about this place. I mean, we even like to nitpick down to nitpicky stuff, but I really don't have anything to complain about at this hotel. The coffee was free, which, as you know, at our last resort review, they charged like $2 per cup of coffee for in-room coffee, but that is from another vlog. I can link it up, but this the coffee was great. It's actually, everything is kind of, think Nespresso, even though it's not Nespresso, it's illy coffee, which is fantastic. But little espresso cups in here, but it is complimentary. Every time they come and clean your room, they restock you up, so that's a really nice touch.
And we got extra the other day, and
no problem.
They just gave it to us. They had it downstairs, so if you need extra towels, I'm sure if you needed extra pillows and stuff like that, they would be very attentive and on top of it.
Yeah. So this is a city that, A, because now we have a non-stop straight out of Austin into Amsterdam, and B, because this is such an amazing city, we will be coming back quite often. So this is a hotel we will gladly stay at again and again, because I don't have any negatives, and I really hope you guys, if you get the chance to come to Amsterdam, please do it. Please come to the Albus. Let them know that we sent you here. But we're gonna go ahead and leave it here, guys.
Yep.
So if you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. While you're here, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and do not forget to
ring the bell
so you can be notified every time we put out a new video. Guys, this is gonna end our Amsterdam series. We had such a fun time filming it, but not to worry, we are already planning our next vacation.
Yes, it was really awesome. It was an awesome birthday week, and I'm glad that we chose Amsterdam. I'm glad KLM has a nonstop, and I'm glad that the Albus Hotel, the whole team, has been awesome, and I've enjoyed my 40th birthday on my 42nd birthday celebration. And yeah, until next time.
Until next time, guys.
Au revoir.